Gospel reading today is from the book of John, chapter 15, verses 9 through 17. As the Father has loved me, so I have loved you. Abide in my love. If you keep my commandments, you will abide in my love, just as I have kept my Father's commandments, and abide in his love. I have said these things to you so that my joy may be in you, and that your joy may be complete. This is my commandment, that you love one another as I have loved you. No one has greater love than this, to lay down one's life for one's friends. You are my friends if you do what I command you. I do not call you servants any longer, because the servant does not know what the master is doing. But I have called you friends, because I have made known to you everything that I have heard from my Father. You did not choose me, but I chose you, and I appointed you to go and bear fruit that will last, so that the Father will give you whatever you ask him in my name. I am giving you these commandments so that you may love one another. The Gospel of the Lord. Hi, I'm Grace Fehr. I'm a current senior at Century High School. And when I was asked to talk today and I read through the scripture, it made me think back to the almost 4 years of high school that I've been through. Not only have I grown up in the church, but I've also found who I truly am with the help of God's love. Sharing God's love, that's what we've learned all through church school. In church school, we focus on the little things, like smiling at someone or holding the door open. After all, it is Good Shepherd's mission to share the shepherd's love with all of God's children. The scripture today tells us the same thing, but it goes one step further. It reminds us that God has chosen us for this task. I started church school here at Good Shepherd in kindergarten, and as a 6th grader, I started confirmation, and I can still remember the day that I got confirmed. During those years, we're continually reminded how much God loves us. Understanding this amazing love a bit more, I'm now able to share it with others. This is not an easy place to get to, but looking back, I see all the small pushes from God as he's carried me through this path. Freshman year, I stepped out of my comfort zone and went to Texas with our youth group for the National Youth Gathering. It opened my eyes to the lives of others and made me want to become more involved in church and youth missions. Little did I know, this trip was the beginning of great things. Summer of 2019, I was pressured into going on another youth trip to Colorado. After many struggles throughout the school year, this trip felt like a sign. But after signing up, I was having some regrets and was a bit nervous. To be honest, I felt like it was going downhill really quick. My dad, who's the more adventurous one of the family, was supposed to go on the trip with us. However, a week prior, plans changed due to some work issues. So, my mom had to step in as a driver and chaperone. And may I add, my mom's car drove the first 45 minutes of the trip in silence because she was so nervous. After getting to South Dakota, we ran into a storm and actually had to turn around and find a different route, but we ended up driving right into it. The plan was to take some time at Mount Rushmore, but we spent the whole time in the parking ramp avoiding the weather. I'm not the type of girl who loves the heat, so to add on to the rough first day, the church we spent the night at in South Dakota had no air conditioning, with temps in the high 80s. Let's just say it was not comfortable. I was tired and anxious and wanted to go home, but after some sleep and starting a new day, driving hours to Colorado, things started to look up. Meeting new people, spending a week doing service work, showering at a public pool, and sleeping on a church floor, believe it or not, was a big turning point in my life. I made lasting friendships with others on the trip, learned a lot about myself, and made a forever lasting relationship with God. During that week, I could feel God's love, and I could see the love and good works everywhere. It was amazing. I knew right then and there I would have to work to keep that feeling. Sometimes, after all these big trips and life-changing trips, it can be easy to fall back to where you were with the stresses of life. But for me, LYO was a perfect reminder of God's love. Not many of you probably know what LYO is or what it stands for, but it's the Lutheran Youth Organization. And to sum it up, it's just a simple weekend spent away from home, meeting new people, enjoying worship, and reminding yourself that you are who you are because of God's love. As I try to keep my faith growing, I stay involved in the youth room here on Wednesday nights. For the time that I've spent there, my hope is that I have made it a more welcoming place for others, because I know it's something I look forward to every week. Hearing how the week is going for others and a Bible study run by Ashley makes the youth room a place where people can be themselves and share God's love with others who may need it. Another thing I enjoy doing is volunteering as a small group leader in church school, and honestly, I feel like I've come full circle. When I started as a leader, I would only take the younger kids, because the thought of being a sixth grader leading fifth graders was a little overwhelming. But as I have grown, I've also grown in the church school program, helping out with the older kids and giving them a look at what their future in the church may be like. As they grow in their faith, I continue to grow mine as well. I feel like all of these experiences, all of the ups and downs, all the pushes and pulls, and different ways I have grown in my faith have led me to where I am today. At the end of my high school career, planning on how I can continue to share God's love with those around me. My plan is to attend Bismarck State College and pursue a degree in elementary education. In my heart, I feel like this career choice will be an amazing way for me to continue to share God's love with everyone around me in the simplest of ways. Thank you.